Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here today to answer your question on what cars to buy. So, why did I ask you this question? So sometimes, have you ever just while you're playing this game and you're a little confused on, okay, right, I'm at a certain price point, but, I'm looking to get the upgrade, but I don't know what to get, I don't know what's good. And I am here today to answer that question for you. And today is one of the days where I think I will make a decent video, because I actually did scripts and stuff. I kind of scripted out. I at least had a rough little something going. It's still going to be very natural. There's not going to be crazy stuff, but yeah. It is pretty much very organic, as you might see from this video. But all right, without further ado, I'm not gonna keep yapping because there's really nothing to yap about. I'm just gonna go into the shop and show you guys your price range and what car you could get that I prefer. That's in my preference. All of these cars are in my preference. So, right. First up, let's start with your beginner car range, which is between 100K to 200, 300, 300K. That range. That's your beginner car range. So, starting with our first upgrade after you have your Audi S3 or your NSX as your starter car, your next upgrade could very possibly be, if we go down a little bit, the Mercedes E63 AMG. Which is honestly a very good car. I surprisingly do not own that car. However, I have it on another account. If you look at another video from a while ago, I have this car on another account. And now, that car is placed at 135,000. Or 143,000. That's what I meant to say. 143,000, and it is your next upgrade. Or if you want to save up a little, personally, I love myself the supercar killer, the Chevrolet Corvette C7 ZR1, which is a very nice. And yeah, from now on, every single car that I show, I'm gonna have some sort of racing footage of me testing the car out. And then the sound test is going to be right behind it and everything like that. So I wouldn't really talk during that period because I recorded without talking. But if there's any point I need to point out, obviously there will be audio for that. Jumping up to the next thing on the list, we have ourselves the honorary mention. I'm going to honorary mention the BMW M5 CS. This is the 2002 M5 CS, priced at $183,000. Honestly, this is the best homie hauler for 5 guys in a whip. Probably the best one in the entire game, personally. The best homie hauler. And it's fast. It's pretty fast. So here's the racing footage of that. So how was that? You guys like the M5 CS? I crashed a little bit, but it's alright. And now, following that, let's jump into the next one, which is could be your next upgrade. This is already, we're up to around the 200k range, and this is about maxes out your beginner range. This is your beginner range, that like the best car to buy at your beginner range, 300k ish. So this right here is our 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo, priced at 279,000. And honestly, it handles really well. Details on this car is immaculate, absolutely beautiful. And I'm a big fan of it. It's pretty loud, so the racing footage will be sound reduced. But if you're in game, you will see how loud it is. So, how do you guys think of that? That is our first Lamborghini, and we have another one coming up, which is following right after it. And we have entered the medium range. There's not that many options in the medium range. Honestly, for me, there's only two. So, the medium range is between like 400k to like 1 million, like 1 mil-ish, that area. So, 400 to 1 mil-ish. Honestly, all the cars in this general area is kind of bland, so I honestly would recommend the first one being the Lamborghini Aventador. Lamborghini Aventador gets the job done. It's a really good car, controls really well. It still is one of the best cars in the game, especially for beginners. It's very easy to handle for beginners, and as you get to it, as you drive it, as you purchase it, it is probably going to be one of your best purchases and one of your best backups that you can get to when you're like wanting to back it up. Next up on the list, I really like the 812 Superfast. This is the 812 Superfast, and yeah, I'm a fan of this. I don't have racing footage of that, but here's a Koenigsegg, and I also recommend that the Koenigsegg you're gonna see there being the another higher end option, but it is a very fun car to drive. But I have seen people with this car do absolute insane things, and from me driving other people's cars, I know that this is a really good car. I'm just not aiming to buy it at the moment. I'm aiming to get the absolute killer. I'm aiming to get the killer. Right. Following that, we have entered the almost top range, which is around like 1 to like around 3 mil, 1 to 3 mil. Which is not like crazy expensive and whatnot, right? And right here we have ourselves first up on our list the McLaren P1. The McLaren P1, right? We are not using any track cars, none of those, but there are track car mentions. So if you would like track cars, these are good options. So we have ourselves the P1, which is priced at 1.4 million, probably one of the best expensive cars you can get. This thing handles like a dream. Absolute beauty of a car. Active aero on the back, as you'll see in a second. But yeah, I love this car, and it's been my main car for a long time before I got like proper money and started buying other cars. next mention would be the 2007 Zonda R. The 2007 Zonda R, right? Sick car. Just absolutely crazy. But it is a track car, which is unfortunate if you don't have track, but it is probably one of the best cars you can get. Now, an honorary mention, it is a little cheaper. The Porsche 918 Spider, it is said that I don't own this version. However, I do own the limited version, which is this one right here. Pretty cool car, honestly. I'm honestly a big fan of this thing. I drive it around all the time, and yeah, as you'll see in the race, this thing is pretty good. And the one inside of the shop, yeah, the one inside of the shop is the exact same power spec ratio as the other one. So no worries, it handles the exact same. It's just mine has a paint job and yours doesn't, since I had the limited. Okay, next thing up on our list, the most expensive honorary mention that we have so far. 2.85 mil. This thing is a LaFerrari FXXK, the track version of the LaFerrari. Absolute beast, handles like a dream. It handles like a Lamborghini Aventador. So if you have the track pass and you love the Aventador, I would recommend this car 100%. It's like a Aventador upgrade pretty much. And well, from now on, like, you've probably already seen that all the racing footage is speed up because I don't want this video to take like 6 hours. But if you would like the original racing footage, leave me a link in the comments. I could just put up a video with just raw racing footage up there with like music in the background maybe. But yeah, that will be another video of itself. If you would like that, leave that in the comments. Now, thank you for making it so far, right? I appreciate you for watching the video until this point. So, hopefully you found what you're looking for. But if you are looking for the final car on our list, without a doubt, it is the Bugatti Divo, the 2020 Divo. Controls, handles, everything, pretty much pinnacle. It does not have the top speed of the Jesko Absolute or the Jesko Absolute Attack. It doesn't have the top speed, but it handles better than both of them because they're very stiff. They're very understeered. They have understeered. They're understeered. This thing a little bit oversteers, but it is just, if you handle it well, it is perfect. Alright, so that's it for my list of recommendations on what car you should buy. You won't regret any of these, which I doubt you will regret any of these, because they are genuinely just like cream of the crop that I've selected from playing this game for over about 6-7 months by now, I think. But yeah, cream of the crop of the cars that I've selected for you to race. And yeah, any of the other cars, they're also pretty good. They're all great cars. It's just for racing optimized, these are your best options, and you won't regret buying them. Now, thank you for watching to this point. I genuinely appreciate it. And yeah, let me know if you have any concerns or something in the comments. My next video, a little teaser, is going to be how you can make money. Right now I'm sitting at 18 million. I did that in 4 days. How did I do it? A lot of no live grinding, but honestly I just spend 2-3 hours a day, which is well, maybe a little bit more, but it's not anything crazy. It's a little bit of a hard grind, but once you get through it, you will get money fast. And I will have my method out completely in the next video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video that I make, which is going to take me a bit because I'm not that good at making videos and coming up with ideas. So this is probably one of the best ideas I've had in a minute. And then some other people suggested that I should make videos about how to make money and whatnot. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.